your time being on this call, being a part of this call. Let me know in the chat box, where are you guys calling in from? Where are you calling in from? Let me know in the chat box. Where are you calling in from? What city, what state, what country? Where are you calling in from tonight? I'm in London, as most of you already know, but I just thought I'd add that in there. We've got USA, fantastic. Manchester, wonderful, wonderful, amazing, amazing, amazing. Great. So we're going to get right into the information right now, and we're going to touch on a really big, like for a very beginners friendly training, and then we're going to go into some other things a little bit later on. Okay, perfect. So we've got Ghana on this call, we've got Surrey, we've got Swanley, we've got Kenya, we've got Nigeria, we've got London, Manchester. Incredible. We're super excited once again to have you all here. We're going to get into the onboarding process, and then we're going to go into some other things in regards to the markets and what the market is doing. Let me know in the chat box if you're brand new, if you've been here for less than a month, put a one in the chat. Because I do want to cover some things as well when it comes to gold. I'm going to be talking to you guys about a couple of advanced things. But I want to see who's brand new. Okay, great. We do have some exciting things. If you're on this call, if you're not a newbie, I definitely have some exciting things to share with you about gold. Gold, listen, what gold's about to do in the next night, listen, I'm telling you now, if you want, listen, this is the wealth. Our grandkids are gonna ask us, Daddy, what, Grandpa, what did you guys do back in 2026? And I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna say, we're gonna say all time highs. That's what we're gonna say, right? I must make Jermaine co-host. Let me make 1 second here. Let's go back. Yeah, all time highs. I'm gonna show you guys my analysis. What I'm looking at. It is ridiculous. What's gonna happen? Like, I mean, we'll touch on it. We'll touch on it. I'm gonna add my two co-pilots. We got Belinda. What's up, sis? What's up? All right. So I see we've got a few. So if you've been here for less than a month, put one in the chat. We've got only a couple of newbies. Okay, great. Well, oh, for sure, Jermaine. Jermaine, listen, Jermaine. We got a lot to go through today. Man, it's gonna be incredible. Well, I'm gonna touch on a couple of things here. So if a lot of people, it seems like a lot of people are already in the team, already onboarded. Okay, I'll quickly touch on a couple of things here with the onboarding system, and then we're gonna go into gold, my prediction. We're gonna look at some ETFs. I've got a lot of things to share with you guys. I've been doing a lot of back testing, researching, and like this site alone, when you go into the bold report and you will see what is going on, it's gonna make you understand, right? Why I'm so passionate about trading, like why this community is more than just come in and trade. We actually teach people economics. I'm gonna listen. You know what? When they ask me, Derek, what do you do for a living? You know what I say sometimes? I'm an economist. Because I technically am, right? I trade, I make, yeah, that's great. But we are economists. Someone put economist in the chat. When you find out about what's going on in the economy, what's happening, the only reason why I know what's going on in the news is because I want to know how my money's affected, right? So I'm an economist. We're going to be touching on gold. We're going to be touching on like some things on Twitter that I've been seeing. By the way, if you don't have a Twitter account, I don't call it X, I call it Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter account, get a Twitter account and start to understand what's going on. This page, the Money Ape. If you're in the UK, don't worry. We're not getting involved in the war. Keir Starmer just said it. We're not getting involved in the war. So don't panic, right? Don't panic. But listen, we're going to get into some things real quickly. I'm going to bring up my co-pilot shortly. We're going to go into some things. But I want to quickly just touch on a quick onboarding very, very quickly for those who are brand new. The first thing you should do, guys, is have a clear why. If you're brand new in this community, and even those who are been in this community for any amount of time, I want you to understand that this is a community. We thrive in helping you achieve your goals. We thrive in helping you achieve your desires in life, and you must have a why you're doing it. So very quickly, guys, write down 5 reasons why you're doing this business. Why did you decide to get involved with the Wealth Makers community? Why have you partnered with us? Write down those 5 reasons, right? And again, you'll understand later on why it's so important. But make sure you write down your 5 reasons, okay? For those who are brand new, again, the thing about the onboarding process is we actually already have a very solid onboarding process, but I just want to make sure that everyone is set up the right way. So when you get started, you would have been sent a launch message, which has PU Prime referral link on it, and then it will have another link where you fill out steps 2, 3, and 4, right? And those steps 2, 3, and 4 is what you have to go through to get into Pro Trader, okay? Remember, Pro Trader is our partner company that we're partnered with, okay? And you'll get into those 3 different channels. And then once you're into Pro Trader, you'll get access to everything that we have. I'm gonna quickly navigate through the Pro Trader platform, right? And show you guys exactly how it looks. We have a whole onboarding process. We have a whole system dedicated to showing you how to enter and exit trades effectively. So here we go, Pro Trader. We have the academy right here for newbies. Make sure you go through this academy, you get yourself acquainted with this. Very, very, very important, okay? For newbies, these videos will give you the world of information that you need, and it will really give you the source, as it were, that you need to understand the principle. Guys, trading involves risk, right? I've been saying this for a long time. This is not a get rich quick scheme, okay? If you're looking for a get rich quick scheme, this is not for you, okay? This is a career. Trading, you got to stop looking at trading as some sort of, lottery. I've been full-time trading for the past 8 years. So I'm telling you right now, guys, if you have to go through the education, right? You have to go through the education to get yourself to understand what this is. This is a career. When they ask you, what do? I say, I'm a trader. Oh, wow, you're a trader. Straight. I'm a trader. I'm an economist. This is what we do. This is a career. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? This is a career. This is not a hobby. This is not a side hustle. Forget about that. Forget that term side hustle. Throw it in the bin. We don't do side hustles no more. We either do main hustles or we're not doing nothing at all, okay? This is a real career, okay? Trading is a $7 trillion a day industry. You're telling me it's not a career? Some of the biggest investors that you know are traders. Warren Buffett is a trader. He trades. He obviously he's on the stock market, but he deals with stock. So this is why this is so important to understand. The world is shifting. Remember last year, maybe the beginning of last year, I started talking about how this year will be different. The world will shift, like things are happening. You have to know how to multiply your money, because you cannot be stuck in the cycle that the world is telling you, be happy with what. No, you never be happy with what you have. You should be grateful, but this industry of trading, you can multiply your money. Where else in the world can you start with £100 and turn it into £500? Where? You want to go to Vegas? You have a half chance of doing that, right? So this is an absolutely incredible platform. Make sure you go through all the videos, guys. Highly, highly recommended. Then we have the trading ideas. So when you go onto the trading ideas, these ideas are on Telegram. So again, once you get in the system, your sponsor, your mentor, whoever brought you into the community will guide you on how to actually get yourself into all those channels and get yourself acclimated with Pro Trader signals. We have over 25 signals per day. Again, our goal is to solve problems, okay? Our goal is to solve the problem that you have of time. You don't have enough time to trade. Well, you don't need a lot of time to trade. You can manage each trade with 15 minutes of your time. So, everyone has 15 minutes, right? If when I used to work back in the day, and I used to be trading, part-time, and I would literally go to the restroom. Hey, listen, I gotta go to the restroom. Or a cigarette break. I don't smoke cigarettes, but I would go into the outside for a cigarette break and trade. Whatever it takes, right? Whatever it takes. Then we have the live sessions. As you know, we have Synergy that goes live every Sunday at 6 p.m. I go live every Sunday at 8 p.m. We have Tuesday night. We go live again at 8 p.m. on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, we have Pulse X, who is going to be in China for the next 30 days, but he's also going to be still live from China, giving us more pips, right? On Wednesday, there's 4 live sessions a week. We have the event. Do not forget, April 18th, we have an incredible trading event. If someone can please put the link in the chat, that would be very grateful to grab it. If you haven't got your tickets for that event, please grab your ticket. If someone can put the link in the chat, that would be amazing. To grab your ticket, April 18th, the biggest and most incredible trading event you've ever seen. It's going to be live in London, April 18th, right? So, scanners are on the way. We have some AI. We have some automation we're going to be introducing to the community very, very soon. Trade Journal. This is a phenomenal journal that we've put together. Again, when you access this journal, it will give you a whole database where you can mark your trades. You can look at what's been happening. You can look at what's been happening good, what's been happening bad. And guys, trading is about tracking your progress. Okay? Yeah, trading is about tracking your progress. Thank you so much. Trading is about tracking your progress, right? It's about tracking everything that you're going through. Trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme. If you have that in your head, you're in the wrong business. This is for you to get long-term wealth, right? To grow your account every day. I'm not saying you're not going to make a bunch of money. You are. But you have to go through the education. And you have to treat it like a business, okay? That this is the goal. You know, one of the biggest reasons why people fail in trading is because they're given the wrong expectations. They're told from the first day, you're going to be a millionaire. No, you're not. You are going to have to go through the same process that everyone else went through when they were studying for their lawyer degrees. You know, I've got a friend that's a lawyer, and he's been doing it for 10 years. And he told me, Derek, he has like a whole room full of law books. And now he makes about 400K a year as a top lawyer for footballers and athletes and some very big names that you definitely would know. He looks after them. The point is, people are so wowed by the G-Wagon he has and the lifestyle, but they don't understand the amount of studying he's had to go through. You have to study to show yourself approved. Stop trying to shortcut your way to success. It's not going to happen. Success is tough, but it pays off. And if you're willing to put the work in to become a 6-figure earner in trading, put a 1 in the chat. Let me see if you're ready to dedicate yourself to the process. Because people look at, Derek Alexander, wow, Derek. Like, I was saying this the other day, like, most rooms that I go into now, someone knows who I am. And they say, Derek, you're so lucky. I said, no, I'm not lucky. I'm just a workaholic. You know, like, I told some guy the other day, he was like, I'm so inspired by you. I said, listen, thank you. But would you want to trade paces with me? Would you want to go through what I went through? And he's like, no, yeah, maybe. I said, no, well, the road to success, trading, guys, on the other side, like, I'm on the other side now. I earned my stripes. I went through the hard work. I'm now at a place where I'm making 4 figures every single day. Every day I've been making 4 figures for God knows how long. And I'm not saying that to flex, because it's not a flex. I'm just saying it to really inspire you that what I used to make in a month, I make that daily now. I say that in the most humble way possible because I put in my time. And I'm telling you right now, guys, if you're on this call and you're dilly-dallying and you're in between, please understand, I promise you, I am nothing special. You don't want to know my story, believe me. But I'm here just to show you that it is possible. You can do it. You can. This is not a motivational call. That's for tomorrow morning. This is not a motivation. This is the truth. You can do it. You just have to believe it. You have to put in the time. You have to put in the hours. Okay? This academy is dedicated to giving you the basic. This is not everything. This is just the surface level. But that's why you come into these calls. And then you go into the live sessions of Pulse and Synergy. And then you come to our event. And you learn more there. And then you have a personal coach, mentor, who will plug in with you and show you how things should be done. And then you add in the AI, right? And the software and the scanners to complement your trading style. And then you have a journal to track your trading. Put a 2 in the chat if I'm making sense. right? I want to make sure I'm making sense, okay? Because I'm on smoke today, right? You know, I'm ready. I'm ready to inspire you guys today, right? There's no more fluff. This is real talk, right? This is real from the heart. This is what it takes. Stop trying to shortcut it. I promise you, trading will pay you. Guys, I promise you, every day I wake up in the morning and I'm so happy what I do. Every single day. This is the life. And listen, I'm at the place now where I'm just enjoying putting you guys onto the opportunity. Right? So I want you guys to understand whatever part you're in right now, whatever journey you're in right now, whatever side of the journey that you're in right now, whatever aspect of the journey that you're in, do not quit. Because if you quit, you go back to the same life you had before you joined. And understand this, guys, that we're here for you. Whatever you're going through in terms of business and you might be struggling, do not be embarrassed. I have a mentor, right? And I have a couple of mentors, but all of my mentors, I am extremely vulnerable with them. I tell them, this is what's happened. Please, can you help me? I have no ego because my mentor has been where I've been. And if some of you are calling me a mentor, then I am where you would probably want to be. So I've already been through most of the failures that you're going to go. I've blown accounts. I've lost lots of money in trading. It's happened to all of us. But why am I still here? And last month, I won 85% of my trades. It was a flaw, and I've got 3 accounts that I'm building right now. 1 medium account, 1 small account, 1 quite big account. And all 3 of them were up 85% in a month. I'm in Morocco on the beach trading, making money. It's incredible. Why? Because my mind, I was able to get over the hump of failure and over the hump of confusion. And once you get over that, guys, once you get over that hill, right? Trust me, once you get over that hill, once momentum kicks in, you don't feel the losses no more. All you feel is success. So I'm telling you guys, don't worry about where you are right now. Yes, you might be in a deficit right now. That's okay. But just understand, where you've been, I've been. Trust me, every single step of the journey. And I'm here as a testimony to tell you this works. This is a phenomenal industry. If you do not give up, okay, it will pay you, okay? Anyway, let's get back into it, right? Enough of the motivation. So, I'm going to now touch on some things here real quickly. Oh yeah, for sure, Jay. It's crazy. So, we're going to go through some things here with gold. And I want to bring up my co-pilot shortly to just share their thoughts on everything. Now, here's my prediction on gold. You heard it here first. Gold is going to shoot up. I believe gold will go past all-time high at some point. Now, let me break down for you my philosophy on this, right? So there's a crazy page on Twitter called Money Ape, right? And I would recommend you guys to go into Twitter. Guys, if you want to know what's happening in the world in finance, don't go on. Instagram is not for that. Guys, let me break it down for you guys, right? Instagram is for your public profile. Instagram, when you're looking on Instagram is for your own portfolio to show people your lifestyle and what you're doing, right? But it's not really to find the real info about the financial markets that you're looking for. That's where Twitter goes. TikTok is not for that. TikTok is good as well, but it's more for that's where you go viral. That's where you get the most customers from. YouTube is also good, but Twitter is just completely uncensored. Yeah. So Twitter is in a sense of Telegram in a way, but it's literally where you find a lot of raw opinions of people who don't give a damn about what anyone has to say. And this page has given me so much information. Look at this, look at Batman, right? This is us right now. This is us right now looking at the mark. What's gonna happen to gold, right? This is literally me right now. This is me, right? Batman. So this page, and it's funny because I saw some controversy recently about the whole war thing. Let me break down to you guys the war, okay? Because some of you don't understand the whole situation. very, very quick, I'm going to break down to you, I'm going to read out to you quickly some thoughts that I wrote down earlier about the war, because people have been asking me, Derek, how does the war affect the markets? Now, I don't talk about politics ever, right? I'm only talking about this from an economical standpoint. I'm not talking about anything else other than this, right? So here is the breakdown of the war, right? Here's what happened, okay? So this war began because the USA and Israel versus Iran, as we know, okay? It's affected the markets on a massive level. Whenever the war takes place, right, it significantly affects the markets. Wars rise gold because gold is a safe haven currency, and people tend to put their money into safe assets because they want to protect their money. They don't trust, at that time, they will not trust a currency because they believe that the currency is going to fail them, right? So the USA believes that Iran could develop nuclear weapons. So basically, because of all this situation, the US decided to hit Iran before Iran hit them. Okay? And obviously, the allies of USA, we're not going to go into all that, but the point is, that is the core element of why this war started. Okay? Now, there was rumors that Trump did say the war will end in 2 to 3 weeks. But that's not the case. I don't believe that it's going to end. Reason being is because the USA just recently deployed 5,000 troops to protect the nation and so on, and to, just get ready. Why is the USA releasing a rocket around the moon for 10 days? There's things that's happening that we have to really question. Is it really going to happen? Is it, we don't know. But let's talk about how it affects gold. This is the whole point. When the war happens, as I said to you guys before, gold goes up. So we saw massive, this is the 4-hour chart, but we're going to go and scale down a little bit, right? The reason why gold has been unstable recently is because the USD has been stronger at certain times. Also, there's been a fluctuation in interest rates, and there's been fears of inflation. Okay? Now, guys, when there are rate cuts in the market, there is less economic pressure, but smaller rate cuts means less pressure on companies and on people trying to borrow money, which grows the overall economy. Okay? As we saw at the beginning of the year, every single year, right? And if you go onto sites like this, you can see the seasonality chart of gold, and every single January, gold will always rise up. Okay, as we can see here, every single January, gold typically has the biggest return, right? For the past 20 years, look at this. Monthly averages for gold past 20 years. We can see January is a 70% gain frequency on average every single year. We're in the month of April right now, and look at what we saw. April, surprise, surprise, is 65% growth. Okay? It's a big month for gold. Now, what did I say to you guys a few days ago here, right? I was talking to a friend of mine who is based in Miami. He's worth about maybe 9 or 10 million, and he used to be in our first company. And he went on to do some great things. And we were talking yesterday, and his name is John. And we were talking, and I said to him, John, do you believe that, and we both had this sentiment that gold is now the new S&P 500. What I mean by that is, when the war takes place, when any war or any major crisis happens, stocks drop. Let me go into my stock portfolio and just show you guys what I'm talking about. So stocks, my portfolio right now is down 26%, right? And it's a large stock portfolio. It's down 26%. I'm not tripping. I've actually bought more stocks. I don't mind. I'm investing in US equity fund. Because I know stocks, once the war recovers, the market will give me my 7-8% return that I get every year anyway. But I'm down 26% on S&P. So why is it that I'm up 85% on gold in the past month? It's because gold, in my opinion, is going to keep rising. Now, there will be moments of pullbacks. Now, I'm going to show you guys on the chart here. There will be moments of pullbacks, of course. But what I'm saying is gold, in my opinion, is a phenomenal investment. And I believe it is not replacing, but it is, in my opinion, like the new version of the S&P 500, where you would invest, you have 20K tax-free allowance to invest in the S&P 500. You put that in every single year, you get your 7, 8, 9% return. This year is different, and we may not get that return. I mean, I'm still buying the dip on stock, because right now stocks are on sale, crypto's on sale. There's rumors that crypto will go back to 100K for Bitcoin, but the smart people are buying Bitcoin right now, because we know that Bitcoin will rise back to some sort of high level. I don't know where. I'm more of the gold guy right now. I'm focusing more on the gold. But we know that gold and Bitcoin, in a way, has a reverse correlation. Because if the USD and Bitcoin go down, then gold goes up. That's how we see it, right? If you're trading gold, look at when gold's going up, Bitcoin's shooting down. That's because the Bitcoin is basically, you could say Bitcoin and USD have a very tight relationship. Okay, put it that way. Okay, so anyway, going back to this thing, the seasonality. Every January we see gold going up highly. March is a pullback, and if we look at the month of March, what did we see? We saw a pullback. It's seasonality. Put a 1 in the chat. Can you guys see this? The month of March. This is January, guys. January, boom, all-time high. February, boom. March, pullback. It pulls back to this level of 4,100, right? Perfect. Now, the month of April, I am looking at longs on gold. I'm looking at, again, I'm not saying it may pull back, because I've got my Fibonacci here, and it may pull back even to this zone, but I'm buying in this year. I'm buying crazy. I'm not calling out signals. I'm not the signal guy no more, right? We got guys for signals that we follow. In my personal trades, for those that are close to me, you're gonna know how much I'm putting down, right? I'm bullish on gold right now, because I'm looking at what's happening. I'm looking at seasonality, which gives me a backup there. I'm looking also at, there's a website here, a really good website called the Gold Report. Now, this is a treat. This shows you literally all of the biggest buyers in gold. These jokers, yeah, they do not play. We're talking about people that really put down some big money. China, they bought a lot of gold. If you saw recently, they bought a lot of gold. Recently, they sold Bitcoin, bought a lot of gold. We have a lot of, look at it. So these are, if you go into the bold report, you will see people that are big companies, hedge funds who are buying and selling gold. This is in real time, by the way. So you can see, BlackRock, we know about them, big investors in the world today, the biggest asset management company in the world. So this is literally for the world to see, right? This is literally for the world to see. So, gold's bullish right now. And you also go into the Fed Watch, and you can see again what's been going on with basically like Forex Factory, right? But we're looking at what's happening. But I'll show you a video real quickly here. And this guy was not happy about Trump.
Him, and therefore it's a problem.
Why do you think the president hasn't spoken about this on camera today? Does that stand out to you at all?
No, it sounds to me like he's probably back in a panic mode, wishing he could find a way to declare victory and get out of this war, regardless of whether or not he opens the Strait of Hormuz before he does it. I think that's a mistake too. I think that this. If there had been an effective decision-making process before the war started and these concerns were raised and they bothered the president, he had the option then not to initiate the attack. But apparently he was satisfied. Now, if things are upsetting him that he either didn't think about or didn't pay any attention to in the run-up to the war, that's a problem for him, and therefore it's a problem for the country. But it was easily avoided and should.
So basically, he's talking about the Strait of Hormuz, which is still closed, which controls 20% of the oil in the world. So, there's a whole bunch of controversy surrounding what's going on. But basically, we're looking at a situation where this war could still very much continue. And if it does, we're looking at longs on gold. Now, this is my 4-hour analysis. I've drew a Fibonacci from the bottom to the top, which is the all-time high. And according to my fibs, I looked. So this is called the golden area method. And again, many traders use it. We're looking at a Fibonacci here between two different zones. And this zone is pretty much our buy zone. Okay. So I am, very, very excited about this. I mean, I execute my trades after 15 minutes. And again, this bad boy is ready to go, right? I'm not going to go all in. I mean, market opening, it's still bank holiday Monday. So, of course, UK markets, UK banks are closed. So the London session will be quite slow. New York session will pick up. I mean, because there was NFP on Friday, but the market was closed, there will be some massive market gap. It will be huge. I'm not going to do any gambling. I'm going to wait until the market cools down. Of course, Synergy will be calling out orders anyway on the market, but it's going to be a very interesting time, guys. Again, I'm looking at the daily chart here. And again, I mean, I can see the direction where gold really wants to go. And that push up to the upside looks very, very possible. So let's see what happens. I mean, we can see here, gold closed just above this line, this box. There's a lot of different opportunities there. I mean, again, I'm not calling out those signals. I'm just saying, if if gold does tank, it will test this area here as a 4,100. But if it shoots, we're looking at definitely breaking all-time highs this time around. There's a lot of fundamental news that is going to indicate that. Again, we're looking at the pullbacks, the classic pullback, break, retest, market trending upwards, right? Pulls back. Now, of course, if the market pulls back and it breaks this structure here, then it could retest there and then continue down. But I'm very, very confident on the opposite, right? I feel like there will be a very, very, very positive move when it comes to gold on the upside. Again, I'm not a guru, but I've been doing my little research and I feel that this is the movement of gold currently. It's pulled back and we're just waiting. We're waiting for that shoot up. And guys, by the way, gold moves on average, write this down, this is very important for you to know. Gold moves roughly on an off day between 700 to 900 pips per day. That's very important for you to know. Okay? And on a big day, like we could see tomorrow or tonight when the market opens, but again, on a really big day, the market will move 1,200 pips in a day. So let's see what happens. Again, I'll be updating you guys in the chats about everything. But again, we're looking at a couple of key zones. We're looking at, this zone right here. Again, there's a lot of movement. Even this zone right here, there'll be a lot of consolidation. But I think in market open, we could see a massive candle to the upside. Whoever's been holding trades, I mean, it's very dangerous. I didn't hold any trades over this period. But let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Mr. Smith, I want to bring you up, bro. Anything you want to share? Mr. Smith, are we bullish or what? Are we bullish? I know you're bullish, brother. I saw one of your accounts last week, bro. So I mean, I know you're bullish. I just have a feeling that Mr. Smith is he's working on some stuff. He's got the Suge Knight jacket on today. Listen, I mean, what's up, Jay?
What's going on, man? What's going on, Derek? What's going on, man?
Oh, we're ready, man. Feeling good.
Look like 100K month, bro.
It's looking like it, bro. Can't lie, it's looking like it. It's looking. I know it is. Talk to them, bro. What's going on?
If it plays out, it's looking like 100K month. You might not see me for a little while, bro.
Listen, I think we'll be out a little bit after that. I mean, yeah, this could be the one right here. I mean, what are you thinking? Gold all-time highs? Potentially.
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. I'm going to share my screen just for a quick second.
Talk to us.
Let me just stop playing this thing on the side there. 1 second.
Gold,
1 sec.
but that market open, bro. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, I'm gonna get hit quite hard as well because I've got a few trades I'm holding. Swap fees are gonna kill me. Gap is gonna kill me, depending on which way it goes. But it's okay. It's okay. I've put measures for these things. Share my screen. So I'm gonna just show a basic chart, guys. Uh, and happy Easter for everyone on the call. For those who don't know me, my name is Jermaine. I'm here in London. I've been rocking with Derek for a number of years now.
Too long.
Yeah.
Almost a decade now, bro.
All right, there we go. So this is just a basic chart, and I've literally just got basic lines, guys. There's a reason for this. I'm literally been doing the same as what Derek has been doing, doing a lot of research. I've actually taken some Bitcoin trades this weekend as well. Some of them are not going too well, but you know, it's how it goes with the market. But I've been doing the same as well, where I've been looking at some research sites, etc. And the only thing that concerns me is that although the war is still continuing, I don't necessarily think it's affecting gold as much as it really could. Like it's if we think of it from a perspective that the war has been going on now for a good couple of weeks, we would have expected gold to have made some crazy, crazy highs. Like when I'm talking about crazy highs, I'm talking about way higher than all-time high. And as we can see, gold hasn't done that. Gold has actually almost on some occasions reset itself. This massive drop here, which would have been, I think this would have been last
January.
week before Wednesday. No, this wasn't Jan. This was, I'll tell you exactly when this was. Yeah, sorry, it was end of Jan, isn't it?
End of
Yeah,
January, early February, innit?
that's right. So for me, I'm looking at it going, well, that would have been a great opportunity to create some more highs. Over here as well, we had Trump speak, I think it was like around here, Wednesday, the 18th of March,
Yeah.
where we had a massive decline, and this is where he announced that he was going to enforce the war. But I'm saying, so I personally think now, because oil is involved, this is not just like a war that doesn't have other commodities that are involved. Because oil is involved, I think now we're looking at a complete different shift where gold doesn't necessarily need to be the focus. I think the focus now is moved to other commodities, to be honest with you, because the war has been
Oil,
the
oil
war.
was crazy last month. Oil was insane.
Yeah, it's absolutely, and we're going to start to feel the after effects of that slowly, slowly. Like I used to be in the oil industry,
Yeah.
and how the oil industry works, and I'm talking from a professional standpoint. I know this information because I was buying direct from sellers. We weren't buying gas. We weren't buying gasoline oil. We weren't buying what you normally run your car on,
Crude oil.
95 or whatever the case is. We were buying engine oil by the barrels, basically. Probably about 25 different grades of oil. And it's how it's manufactured, and the process is more or less the same thing as if you're buying like a supermarket oil, for instance, that's fueling your car. So the oil prices that have been set right now, these oil prices have actually been set 1 year ago, like a year and a half ago, because that's how much it's been bought already. But what's going to happen now is that to protect oil companies, to protect their profits, like, the Essos of the world, the BPs of the world, and so on, the Shells of the world, and all that, to protect their profits, they actually have to pump more money in and raise the price on us now, which means that we get hit now,
Yeah.
but the price of oil hasn't even gone up. But they're pumping and buying more and buying more and buying more and buying more. That's where the money is literally going. People are now buying into the oil game so that they have it at this lower price, opposed to now waiting maybe 1 month down the line. If you was ever in the UK, you would remember a few years. I can't remember exactly what year it was actually. Derek, you might probably have a better memory on this, where we had the oil scare, we had the petrol scare, where mad queues at petrol stations. Everyone's like, "Oh, the petrol's running out. Petrol's running
Oh
out,
yeah,
guys."
4 years ago, I think.
Yeah, yeah, the petrol would never run out, guys. The
Never,
petrol would never run out.
never.
Don't worry about that. But the fact of it is that now we're seeing this war and how it's actually playing out. We might see gold actually just move more or less as a bit normal, unless anybody says anything.
Yeah,
Do I
Trump,
think do
if Trump talks, bro. That's what I'm scared about. If Trump says something.
yeah, yeah, but if he talks and says something stupid, then yeah, then we're going to get a shift. But it doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to see from here pump to all-time high immediately. I do believe we're going to have a massive gap in the market. That's inevitable because of the days missed trading. So we missed the Friday, we missed the Monday as well. Well, Monday the market is technically Friday actually technically open, Monday technically open,
Yeah,
but because the majors are not trading, you'll get no liquidity. You get no one pumping movement through the market.
yeah,
Nobody's making decisions. No one's opening bell. So you're not really going to get that sort of movement. It's going to be very similar, or could be very similar tomorrow as well. Because obviously here in the UK, if you're not here in the UK, it's a bank holiday, right? Um, the euro, the pound, they are massive players in the foreign exchange market, and they help move the market massively. So tomorrow we might not get massive move,
yeah.
even though we had the news on Friday and all that sort of stuff. If we do, great. If we don't, then great. The only thing I can say, guys, is that if you are going to participate in the market outside of using, pro trader, you're going to maybe play around a bit, maybe over leverage a little bit to try and make some money, whatever the case is, please do yourself a favor. Just do it on your demo account. The market's always going to be here, right? I'm giving you some sound advice right now. Do it on your, but if you want to play around, do it on your demo account.
Yep.
The things that you take from Synergy and Pro Trader and the other Novas and the other gentleman, I can't remember his name. Um, you want to be conservative on your lot size. Be very conservative on your lot size, because if gold does have some erratic movements and you're not ready for it, you could end up, just being in a frantic and actually blowing your account. So that's what I would say. But I'm definitely still aiming for this high.
Yeah.
When it gets there, I don't think it will be too soon, but I'm still aiming for this high, to be honest with you. This is actually, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, this was actually a weak high. This was a really weak high. There was no real intention for this high, and I'm going to tell you why, guys. Because when you get a strong high, you will probably get more retesting of this. So you might get something like this. Look, you might get something of this. You might get something like boom, 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 boom. That's when you know it's a strong high, because it's looking to break that high, but it can't do so unless somebody presses the button
Yep.
and says, "Look, 1 trillion." A man in the stock shares. Listen, I've had the opportunity to actually been on trading floors, and they're absolutely crazy. If I find some pictures, I'll post them in the group. Right? I'm talking the man there got 17 screens and all kind of nonsense going on. Right? The guy says 1 trillion,
Yeah.
and that's when it busts. Do you see what I'm saying? And then for us now, we get excited and we're like, yeah, 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 buy, 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 buy. So it's broken all time high, buy, buy, buy. And then you know what's going to happen, right? We get the retest. and that's when all your stop losses get taken out.
Facts.
All right, that's when all the stop losses and everything get taken out, and then we may go for another move up, or we may actually come down, which is then classed as a fake out, and then we might start getting the downward movement if there's no real reason for a go for a high. So that's why I believe it was a weak high.
Very weak.
Yeah, it's just this movement is generally, if you go across the screen and then look at a smaller time frame. I mean, this is a 1 hour time frame, 4 hour time. But if you go down and maybe just do it on 15, do some practice, guys. Look at the levels that I've put here, and look here. Look, this was a strong floor. Look, can you see right here? This was a strong floor. It just sailed along that floor. It wants to break, but there's the buyers are saying no, not now, not no, 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 wait, and then they get the courage to sell off. That's when you get this mad sell off. Okay, so that's what my understanding of the market is this week, guys. I'm going to be participating in the market just as much as you guys. I got some personal bests that I want to achieve this week.
Jay. I've seen it. You don't have to act.
No,
Hey,
that's a personal best for 24 hours, bro.
guys,
I need a personal best for the whole week,
if
bro.
you showed me if you saw the disappearing message that he sent me,
You know me, man. I'm just cool over here, man. I want no smoke, bro.
Nah,
I
listen,
want no
Jay,
smoke.
I was as he's got the Suge Knight shirt on right now. Listen, I said, listen, this brother is. It's amazing to see. You know, as I was saying to him earlier, Jay, like, you know, I know we've got a few minutes left, but just the psychology of it. When you look at the possibilities of what could happen with, you know, just with trading, it's like it's unlike no other industry. And when you sent me that screenshot, I was like, yeah, I was like, that's Jay. That's what he does. But that's why we value each other, because we know that what we're bringing to you guys is deeper than just here's how you copy and paste. Here's how you. This is literally a community where you can actually learn the skill. When we came into this industry, we had no one. You think I knew what a Fibonacci was, or horizontal line, all these. I didn't even know. But over the course of time, we've learned the skill. We've applied, and we've sometimes banging your head against the wall a little bit to get yourself up to speed, but it always pays off in the end. And I want you guys to know that, like what Jay just broke down, you know, you saw, if you look at the market is like our mind sometimes, like ups and downs. And if you know you're high or you know you're low, you're able then to act accordingly from there. So it's about to be a good week. Let's see what happens. It's going to start a little bit slow. I mean, there'll be a little bit of a gap. Let's see. Jay's looking at me like, bro, I got some trades open right now.
I'm cooking, bro. I'm cooking. Listen.
I'm out. I ain't traded since Thursday, bro. I said, listen, I made my money Thursday morning. I was in the gym. I was like, made that big drop that on Thursday. I just boom, 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 sell. I was pressing that sell button. Listen, it was shoulder day, guy. You know, Thursday was my shoulder day. I'm doing the shoulder press, and I'm like, and I see hidden synergy, sell gold, sell. All right. I went into MT5. I'm like, I went into the chart thing. See the chart thing where you got the chart of this, the chart of this.
Yeah.
Sell. Guys, don't do that. Don't do that. It's not a good strategy. But obviously, I knew what I was doing anyway. But you know, we made enough, and then we came out. But yeah, guys, it's gonna be a good week.
Yeah. I was going to drop one more thing for them, Derek.
Yes.
Guys, be patient. Be patient. If you're in a trade and it starts to turn around and it starts to pull back on you and all that sort of stuff, as long as you have set your stop loss in place, be patient. It's very, very important. The way gold moves, it's very erratic. If you're new to this, be patient. Try to be as calm as possible. Yeah.
Be patient, guys. I'm telling you, gold does move a bit mad, but everything will be perfect. And guys, go through the education. We have this call will be on YouTube, of course. All the recordings are on YouTube, and we'll be back again on Tuesday. Every single one of you guys. My sister Belinda, we're gonna see her on Tuesday. Which will be dropping some gems for us. and I'm looking forward to. So guys, don't forget, April 18th, get your tickets for the biggest trading event ever. And yeah, God bless you guys. I hope you guys had an incredible Easter. And we'll see you guys on the call on. We'll see you on Monday Motivation tomorrow at 10 a.m. and then the Tuesday call at 8 p.m. God bless you guys. Have a tremendous evening.
Let's go. We out.